So for Michael Keaton, we're going to show the clip of his movie in the introduction before
The
he walks
White
out.
Noise.
White Noise.
Yeah.
It's the #1 thriller.
Right.
He'll come out. He'll do that. He wants to talk a little bit about he's obsessed with weather, and so
Really?
we'll talk about that.
Well, this is a good time to be obsessed with weather because there's so much weather going on right now.
This one over here is freaking me out. Who's this?
Oh, it's my understudy. Hi. Yeah, she's here every day thinking something. I'm sorry, and I forgot your name again. What's your name?
Joyce Benz.
Joyce Benz.
Like Mercedes, only it's spelled like Benz.
Well, Joyce Benz, and I'm sorry I forgot your name. I know you're here every day, and I should know it by now. But it's just I'm fine. I'm not feeling sick or anything, and so today's not going to be the day that I'll need you to do anything. So, but you can hang out here. For sure, just hang out. I love having you here in case anything happens, but I'm gonna go do the show now. I don't need you. All right? Thank you, Joyce.
Break a leg.
Benz. Have a seat, won't you? I can't thank you enough. It's very important. My mama, she taught me very important to have good manners and to say thank you. And so I always do say thank you, as you notice every day. I do. You see it, right? I say thank you. I'm sorry to say, though, that I don't send thank you cards. And I've been receiving thank you cards for gifts that I've given people for Christmas, and now I'm receiving thank you cards, and it's not necessary, and then it makes me feel guilty because I don't get the whole concept. I mean, do you have to send a thank you card for everything? And then do you send a thank you card to thank the people for their thank you card? Really, where does it end? I mean, what do you say? Thank you for the thank you card, and then send that off. And then I got your thank you for the thank you. Just wanted to say thanks. And, hey, thanks for thanking me for thanking you for the thank you card I originally thanked you with. Thanks again. And I mean, a verbal thank you and a hug to me is plenty, you know. And sometimes it also sounds stuck up when somebody says thank you after you give them a compliment. You know, you say your hair looks fantastic, and they go thank you. I know, and that always is. That's when I want to take it back when somebody says that. Then I go, no, I mean that your hair looks fantastic even with all that oil in it. You know? It's like you're a fry cook, but you're not. Have you ever given somebody a compliment on on a blouse or something, and then they give you a whole story and a whole history of it? Oh, that's a nice blouse. Oh, this? Oh, it was on sale at Macy's. I was shopping for an iron. It's cheap. It was in the children's department. It doesn't even fit. It gives me bad body odor, and my husband doesn't touch me anymore. You ever said something and you want to, you say you like something and then people just want to give it to you, whatever you say? That's a nice dog. Take it. What? I just said it's a nice dog. That's the kind of person you want to know, be around if you need a transfusion of it, you know, like, hey, did I ever mention that I love your blood type? And some people can't take a compliment, you know, if you say you have beautiful eyes, you know. Oh, these? No, these are old. These. One has astigmatism and the other one wanders. And I'm not even looking at you right now. Anyway, I want to say thank you. So I'll dance for you right now. quiet. Oh, man. On the show today, Michael Keaton is here. Got the #1 movie, White Noise. You've seen him in Batman and Beetlejuice. He played a great bad guy in Pacific Heights. White Noise, though, #1 new movie, and it's scary. Very scary. And also Oliver Platt, he's on the show, and he's a new Showtime series, Pup. He's nominated for a Golden Globe. He already won an Emmy for his work on The West Wing. And this guy I love so much. And ever since I was watching BET, and I saw his video on BET, and I love him. And his name is John Legend. He's got a debut CD called Get Lifted, and this is his CD. He's adorable, and he's got a great voice. He was a backup singer, I think, for Usher and Alicia Keys before, and Kanye West discovered him. So that's my gift to you, that you're going to hopefully be introduced to somebody new that you will love. And no one deserves it more than our viewers. I like to give you new things, and because you never cease to amaze me. You give me nice gifts. You send me letters all the time. Just when I think I've seen it all, I get another letter. It constantly surprises me. I get this. It was actually a Christmas card, I think. And hi, Ellen. My name is Fabiana Morales. I watch the show every day with my boyfriend Jimmy. Sticker. And there's a picture of them. There's their cute. And I wanted to give you some type of gift because your show has brightened a lot of my days. And I thought, what could I give you? And I realized you love helping people. So since I'm a waitress, I've been putting a few dollars out of my tips each day, so I could send the $75. I want it to go to a charity that needs money most. I know that if I sent this money to you, the money would end up in the right place. And you are absolutely right. Fabiana, thank you. Here's my thank you note to you. I'm not going to write one. So, dear Fabiana, thank you for sending me $75. It's going to go to the Tsunami Relief Fund, and you're too sweet for words. Thank you. Love, Ellen. I cannot believe the tremendous response. I mean, everybody is doing their part, a lot of different people, and we've been asking for help. And it's not only people like Fabiana that are giving. Big companies are actually donating too. And in the luxury box today, we have Libby and Nikki from Yahoo. And thank you for being here. Hi. Hi, who are you?
I'm Libby.
Hi, Libby. You're Nikki then?
Yeah.
That's what that means. Well, thanks so much for being here. And are you comfy in the luxury box?
Lava lamp is tremendous.
It reminds me of my bedroom in 8th grade.
Yeah, that's
It ages me a little
what
bit.
we were going for.
Yes.
So we should get a waterbed in here or something like that. That'd be great. All right, so what are you doing for us today?
Well, we have a check for you, but it won't fit in your pocket.
You don't know that.
I don't think so. We're really proud at Yahoo that we're able to connect people with important causes. And right away after the disaster, we put a lot of links for things like the American Red Cross and UNICEF on our homepage. Our users have donated more than $10 million, $6 million so far to the American Red Cross.
Wow.
That's impressive enough.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
Well, we wanted to give you this check for $200,000.
Wow.
On behalf of all
Will that fit in your pocket?
I don't think it'll fit in your pocket. On behalf of all of our employees and the company, and it's just the beginning. Our employees and the company are still donating. The company matches everything that our people give. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Yahoo! Thank you very much, Nikki. Thank you. Yahoo! No. Thank you so much. All right. I can't fit this in my pocket. Houston, bring Mommy her purse. Where's... All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hold on, Houston.
Yeah.
I want to give you a little tip. 50
Thank
cents.
you, Mama.
Okay. There you go. There you go. And listen, I've been talking a lot about thank you notes all day, and I'd like to also read a thank you note. This is the stuff that makes me feel guilty. I get thank you notes. Remember our Thanksgiving show? Tom Hanks was here, and we gave cruises away to soldiers' families, and well, here's a reminder. All these care packages are going to go to your loved ones, along with 40 more of them to give to their entire platoon. And I think we'll put an extra little something in there. Okay. Then it seems like everybody would like to go on a cruise. So we did that for the families. And honestly, I didn't expect one thank you note from these people for everything they're doing, and we do this, and then we got a thank you note. How nice can somebody be? So to Ms. DeGeneres, the USO, and the staff of the Ellen DeGeneres Show, my name is Steve Slinka, and I am a lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Marine Corps, currently serving in Iraq. I just wanted to convey my appreciation for the huge box of care packages that you sent my way. I also would like to express my personal appreciation to Ms. DeGeneres and her staff for the wonderful hospitality they showed my wife during her visit to the show last month. My wife thoroughly enjoyed her experience, and she was certainly not expecting the gifts presented to her. If this is what you give to strangers, Christmas at the DeGeneres household must be absolutely out of control. God bless, Steve, Lieutenant Colonel S.D. Slinka, Executive Officer. And so this is actually kind of cut down. It was a long email, and he mentioned his wife and how thrilled she was when she was here. So I decided I would like to call his wife, because I want to see what he's like. What's her name, Lauren? Slinka. Where do they live? Do we know?
Hello.
Hey, Lauren?
Yeah.
It's Ellen DeGeneres calling.
Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. It really is. I hear the audience.
Do what?
It really is. I hear the audience.
Yeah, it really is. No, it actually just could be someone pretending to be me with a whole bunch of people in the background to fool you.
Well, all my friends know I came to your show, and so I thought it was somebody just trying to tease me.
Oh, no. And where do you live, Lauren?
I live on Camp Pendleton Marine Corps Base down in Oceanside, California.
Well, howdy to down there.
Well, how do you too?
I just read your husband Steve's letter. He sent me a lovely thank you letter, and for what we did, and you were here in the audience, and so he sounds like a great guy.
He's incredible.
Yeah, he sounds like it. And what are you doing? Do you have kids, or?
I'm working in the house with a 3-year-old daughter named Olivia.
Oh, that's adorable. Olivia, that's her name?
Her name is Olivia.
That's great. And how long has he been in Iraq?
This last time for 6 months.
Mm-hmm. And do you get to talk to him? How often can you talk to him?
Since he deployed in August, I've talked to him 3 times.
Wow. Oh, that's really hard.
I talked to him Christmas Day.
And so what did Steve say about the celebrity cruise that you're going to go on?
Well, I sent him an email, and I told him that if he can get somewhere near a phone in the next couple of days to do so, because I had an incredible secret, and I was ready to burst at the seams, and I wanted him to call so I could tell him in person.
Mm-hmm.
So he was able to give me a call back about a day and a half later, and when I told him, he was calling over a satellite phone, and I thought I lost the connection, and I said, "Oh, no, are you still there? Are you still there?" And he says, "Yes." He goes, "I'm here. I'm just totally floored. I don't know what to say." He says, "You're not joking, are you?" And I said, "Absolutely not." So he just couldn't believe the generosity of you, your staff.
Well, that's great. And do you have any idea when he's expected to come home?
We're hoping it's going to be the end of March. My daughter's birthday is at the end of March, so I'm hoping he'll be home for her 4th birthday.
Well, let's hope. We're all hoping that happens for you. And we're going to send you another $500 card for calling cards, so you can use that to call him as often as you can.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. And we appreciate so much the sacrifices that the troops and their families are making. And I know this is really, really hard for you, and having a daughter and being alone with her. So our thoughts go out to you.
Thank you so much, Ellen. And please tell Betty we said hi, and thanks for raising such a great daughter.
All right. And listen, maybe we can send a camera crew to film your cruise. Do you mind having somebody on the cruise with you?
Bring it on, as long as it's not a bathing suit shot.
Okay. you'll have total control over whatever we air.
Awesome.
All right, Lauren. Well, thank you so much for being there, and thanks for everything you're doing, and send our love to Steve.
Thank you. We love you, Ellen.
All right, thank you, Lauren.
Bye.
All right, bye. When we come back, Michael Keaton's going to be sitting right here. We'll be right back. Over the past 20 years, our first guest has been everyone from Mr. Mom to Beetlejuice to Batman. He's currently in the #1 thriller in the country, White Noise. Please welcome Michael Keaton.
Very good hug.
Yeah.
Not everybody's a good hugger.
Good huggers in the audience. That's how they get in. There's a doorman, and
You test them.
yeah. And I don't know that you two would ever think that the song would be danced to that way.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
well,
a
I know.
whole new way to dance to you
Couldn't
two.
actually hear it.
That's a very beautiful sweater.
Thank you very much. Got it on sale. No.
Yeah.
I was listening to what you said. I actually say that because I love sales, don't you?
Oh, sure.
And I mention it all the time. It's not
Yeah.
a habit. It's obnoxious, I'm sure. Somebody says that. I didn't get this on sale, but
Yeah.
you know, if I mention it, it's a good thing I'm not a surgeon. I was thinking of that the other day because, you know, I'd probably be on the operating table when somebody said, "Hey, those are some really nice scrubs." Yeah, I got them on sale.
Yeah.
They're really good. You got a couple of stains on them. I don't know what they're from. That one, I don't know what that's about at all.
I
Nice
always get
forces.
mad if there's something really nice, like if I like somebody's shoes and I say, "Where'd you get those?" "Oh, I got those 4 years ago on sale," and so they're never available, and
Right.
they got a deal on it.
Right.
Yeah.
So not only don't you get to have them because normally people like to give them to you.
Yeah, but
It's a very funny thing.
they were
but
really cheap.
People do want to give you things. It's a weird reaction people have.
Yeah. Does
Yeah.
that happen to you?
Yeah, it is. And
Really?
I've gotten children. People have given me children.
Well, a lot of people want to do that.
Yeah.
As soon as you say that's a cute baby, take him. You know, like
Exactly.
for a week. Yeah. No. So where have you been, by the way?
Just now?
Yeah. I mean, we haven't seen you in a while, and
I know.
what's going on? Where have you
Well, I
been?
wish I had a good, really interesting story, but unfortunately I don't. So I guess I should go.
Yeah.
No, I've been doing a lot of things. I built a couple of houses and kind of traveled around a little bit, and just really kind of, it sounds like I took a break. I was actually in little things here and there, I'd pop up in a Tarantino movie or Steven Soderbergh's movie, did a cameo, and I do things like that. But there was just really nothing I really wanted to do that I was excited about, and I think it was a combination of a lot of things, looking for something that I hadn't done before, and also I don't think I was really necessarily very good recently, and I mean, and if there's some movies I look at and I think I'm just kind of, I don't watch myself very much anymore anyway, so it was, I was just disappointed in what I was doing. I really didn't think it was very good, and thought, well, maybe I ought to just sit back for a minute here and look for something in which I can be good. I liked this last movie I did because it's the script was well written and it was really different. That's the other thing, if you're looking for something to do that's different every time, it gets harder and harder to do.
But we're happy you're back because
Thanks.
and to wait for something like this. Well, like you said, you didn't wait, but it looks. And sometimes I really like scary movies. It depends on if they're gory, I don't like them. If they're
Yeah,
bloody,
right.
but if they're just a thriller, and that
Yeah.
looks really, really scary.
Yeah.
It's about your wife dies, right?
Right, my wife dies, and there's this phenomenon going on right now it's been going on, it turns out, for a long time. I didn't know anything about it, which is called EVP, which is there's a growing awareness of this thing that people claim is true, which is an ability for people who have passed on to contact the living through white noise. They dial in sometimes in between radio stations and pick up a frequency. This is what I'm told. And they record questions and then then they play the recording back and they will hear people respond to them. So this is a thing that's been around for a long time. I really wasn't aware of it. I thought the idea was really interesting.
Have you talked to people who have supposedly spoken to people?
Oh yeah, we had there's a couple, I cannot remember their first name, the Butlers. They're a married couple who have been traveling around speaking about this a lot.
Now, do you believe in ghosts? Have you ever seen a ghost?
No, but friends of mine claim they have. Yeah.
I lived in a house that there was a ghost.
Really?
And I saw it, and then my mother saw it. Other people saw it.
At the same time?
Different times, at different places.
Really?
A lot of people saw
And
it.
what was your reaction?
I wasn't scared.
That's what
I
people-
wasn't scared. It was a man. It was an older man.
Yeah.
And I had moved into a house, and he had lived there before, and he just was there, just curious.
Did you know that there was an older man who had lived, or there
No,
was a man
I looked
who...
into it later.
Really?
And then my mother saw him a couple of times.
And was she scared?
No.
No. And your mother didn't know the guy?
No, nobody knew him. No.
So, I was going to say, maybe she knew the guy. Like, yeah, we
No.
dated. Get him out of the
Yeah,
house.
no.
But that's what people who claim they've
I
seen...
wish my mother would date. No, she,
Yeah, but not him.
yeah, no.
Well, how'd he look? I don't know.
Yeah.
Was he all right?
Yeah, yeah.
We'll fix him up with your mom.
Yeah, he was an older guy in like a turn-of-the-century
Distinguished?
suit. Yeah, the hat and the vest, and I mean, I saw the whole... I mean, I was drunk. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
We have to take a break. We'll be right back, right after this. Back with Michael Keaton. All right, so here's the
that.
thing.
How cute is that?
That's cute.
Clean that little baby's bum. Look at that. You say bum?
Yeah, you
Look
can
at
say
that.
bum.
How cool is that?
Yeah,
I actually looked like that. I had some work done after that.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at that. That was fun to wear.
There you go.
How hard was that to get in and out of? Was it-
The first one really, really hard.
Now, if people are just all of a sudden wondering why you're wearing a jacket
It's a wardrobe
with,
change.
it looks like you're wearing a weatherman jacket. You are,
am.
because we found out, because I do like to make people's dreams come true, and
Yes.
and you have this. I don't know. You're obsessed with the Weather Channel, and,
I'm not obsessed with it, but I love it.
you love the
That's
Weather
a
Channel.
sad thing, I know.
All right, we have limited time, but what I want to do, let's cross over here.
All
You
right.
and I are going to be weather people, and see what happens. All right, so this is a
First
green
of all, how
screen.
pathetic is it that my dream come true would be to be a weatherman?
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I know, but you'd think I'd aim higher.
No, not
I
really.
wouldn't?
No.
Oh, all right.
This is. I think it's fascinating. I think everybody's fascinated with this whole thing. Right now, we're on a green screen, and we can make anything happen here. And so we're just going to pretend to be
All right,
weather
good.
people.
Do we get clickers or do we get pointers?
I don't know. We don't have pointers.
Oh, wow, look, this is great.
Yeah, isn't this great? Okay, and
Wow,
now
this
it's
is
time
pretty good.
for weather talk. I'm Spring Shower.
And I'm Indian Summer. Hi, folks. Well, if you've planned a picnic for this afternoon, I'd put that in the basket. We've got a wet one. Hey, don't blame me. I'm just a guy with a pointer. Rain is here, folks.
And it is wet. This isn't a dry rain. Put on your galoshes.
Now, what you're looking at here is I can't see it. Right over here is oh, I live over here. Here is a low pressure system coming in something they call the Pineapple Express. You know, Spring, I was wondering if you could tell the folks out there what the Pineapple Express is made of.
I believe it's made of rum and vodka and gin and some sweet and sour, a tiny bit of Coca-Cola. And
That's actually a Long Island iced tea, but go ahead.
ooh, that sounds delicious. You go ahead.
Okay, keep it rolling. Okay, so let me see what else is going on out there. All right, these storms are generated in Hawaii, which is over here. Come on over here, Spring.
Okay, Indian.
Over there is Hawaii, and that's a low pressure system that's going to move toward the west coast right here and encounter some cold air coming down from Alaska. Like, you know, another thing I'd like to say, Spring, is there's going to be some real lightning happening over here, and you want to be careful of that because you can put somebody's eye out with lightning.
Beach volleyball? That's where you led me.
Not this weather, Spring. Rain, baby. Rain, rain, rain. So what we're hoping for now is some of this dry desert air from Arizona here. Excuse me. Right down in here. And a little moisture and give it a little drought relief to the Quad Cities right here. Quad Cities. The Twin Cities, the city that never sleeps, the city on the bay, the city by the bay, Circuit City, and finally the Bay City Rollers.
White Noise is currently in theaters. Oliver Platt joins us after this. We'll be right back. Thank you so much, Michael.
Thank you, honey.
Please welcome Oliver Platt.
That's my whole segment. but
Really?
No.
Do you like to dance?
I do love to dance.
Really?
I really do.
I love hearing that. Most guys, and I love seeing the men out there dancing, because most guys are like kind of self-conscious about it and don't want to, and I love that you want to dance the whole segment. If you feel like it, you can. You can dance and talk, you can talk, and then if you like dancing later, you can.
If we have a moment where things get awkward, we'll just burst into dance.
That's a great idea. Like a musical, except that it's just dance.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
A dancicle.
Yeah, it's a dancicle. Exactly. Listen, congratulations on the Golden Globe nomination.
Thank
That's
you very much.
fantastic. Huff.
Huff.
And tell us about the character in Huff.
In Huff, I play basically a world-class deviant with a heart of gold. One of these guys, you know, he's just, but every self-destructive impulse that he has, he just follows. And he thinks he's, you know, he's one of those people that they think they're having a really great time all the time and want you to think that too. But of course, the fact matters that they're really not.
Right.
That's who he is.
That was the end. I thought it seemed.
That's the end.
It seemed like that
It's a
sentence
sad
would go
story.
on.
It's a sad story.
Yeah. Okay. And so now, do you get confused by, like, do people, because you are very believable, do they all of a sudden start treating
Thank you very much.
Well, seriously, do they all of a sudden start treating you in a different way when?
Well, you know, this character in particular is very, you know, cable show after all. So you
Yes.
can be much more naughty.
It's on Showtime.
On cable, yes, on Showtime. You can be much more naughty on Showtime than you can, say,
Here.
on The Ellen Show.
Right.
But I think there was an episode. I ran actually into two moms at school. I have three little kids. You know, and
How old are they?
They're 10, 7, and 5. And I ran into two moms at school a Monday morning after a particularly risque episode involving myself and, you know, a lady of the night, shall we say. And one mom said, "Oh, hey, I saw your show the other night. It was great." And the other mom kind of looked at her shoes and turned red. And I felt like, as if, you know, she had like been flipping channels the other night and caught me, Oliver Platt, with a hooker. You know, and I felt compelled to tell her, you know, it was a TV show, it was a script, I'm an actor, there was a camera crew there, you know. I think the bottom line is that she saw my butt. And that's the final frontier, and she couldn't get beyond that.
I guess that would be hard. Once you see the butt, and then you're imagining.
Where else do you go?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah. It actually wasn't even that bad. We could have not danced, but
Yeah,
yet
that was
we
just
chose to.
exactly.
It was fine. But I think that's a good idea. Whenever there's a lull, that everybody should just take that and run with it. Whenever there's a lull, start dancing right with somebody at work. Yeah. Now, and do you really speak Japanese and Chinese and all these different languages?
You know, when I was a little kid, I grew up, my father was in the diplomatic corps, so I grew up all over the Far East. And I usually spoke, like for instance, was living in Hong Kong when I was 4, and I spoke Mandarin Chinese as well as a 4-year-old did. And then I forgot it all. And then I went to Japan when I was 13, and I spoke Japanese pretty well. But the funny thing is, I always seem to remember, like in a restaurant, like I remember the menus, I remember the food, you know? Like I speak very good sushi. But Japanese, I can't really speak so well, if you know what I mean.
Speak some sushi for us right now. Say California roll.
California roll.
Yeah. You were good. That's so good. Wow. We have to take a break. We'll be right back right after this. And you said you have 3 kids. There's, what, 10, 7, 5, you said?
10, 7, 5.
And do they know what you do? Are they proud of you? Are they happy? Are they...
They know what I do. I think they're proud of me. I don't know. You know, you keep it. It depends on the job. I mean, when I was shooting Huff, like I say, the guy is such a. I mean, he does all kinds of naughty things with things from pharmacies, and he, you know, lies in Delore. He lies in court, and he, you know, sleeps with his best friend's mother sometimes. And so you get home from, you know.
Who's the best friend's mother? Is that Blythe?
That's Blythe.
Blythe Danner.
Yeah. And so I'm getting home from work, and my kids are like, I say, "Hey, what'd you do today, kids?" They're like, This summer we were shooting, oh, we made mud pies and, macrame bracelets. What'd you do, Dad? I'm like, I made mud pies and macrame bracelets too. Then after a while, I didn't have any macrame bracelets, and so they started to figure out that there was something else going on.
But so they know you have a job.
They
just don't know what your
they
character
do, yeah.
is.
They just huff. They're not going to see huff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not anytime soon.
But do you have cable at your house? What if they stumble upon it?
I haven't thought of that.
Yeah. Think about that. Now, and this is...
Glad I came today.
Yeah. I'm here to help. And Adam Platt is the food critic for New York Magazine. I assume that's related to you.
That's my big brother.
That's your brother.
Yep.
And that's a big deal to be the food critic.
It's a big deal.
And so do you get to eat for free? Do you sneak around with him?
I do. We try and sneak around. I mean, it's a little... He only lets me come if he takes his job very seriously, and he has to go... If he's going to review a restaurant, he has to go 3 or 4 times. So I only get to come, like, the last time, in case I blow his cover. And there's another thing about that that's not so wonderful is that he always tells you exactly what you're going to eat. Like, he's a little bit bossy about it. And by the time I get there, he's had all the good stuff. So he says, oh, yeah, my brother will have, like, the braised vegetables with goo and the...
What restaurant is that at? The braised vegetables with goo. You're not a food critic, are you?
I'm not a food critic.
Yeah. All right. Well, Oliver, thanks for being here.
My
I
pleasure.
appreciate it. Huff airs Sundays at 10 o'clock on Showtime. John Legend performs after this. You don't want to miss that. Don't go away. I want to thank Michael Keaton, Oliver Platt, and John Legend. Monday, Ryan Seacrest and Desperate Housewives. James Denton will be here. Oh, and one more thing. Okay, well, I love doing this show. I really do. I say it all the time, but it's Friday, and I like Fridays because it's the beginning of the weekend. So TGIF. It's great because I get to unwind. I get to let my hair down. I get to, well, if it was long enough. I can't really let my hair down, obviously, but it's all about relaxing to me, soaking my feet, putting my feet up, putting my feet down, chilling, turning off the phone, putting on the jam, sleeping in, sleeping out. Getting some shut-eye, counting sheep, taking a nap, zoning out, zoning in, meditate, ruminate, exfoliate. Sounds exhausting. I can't wait until Monday. Have a good weekend, everybody. Bye.